If you've thought about doing gymnastics as an adult, let's get started. Why haven't you started yet? Whenever I see people talking to like the little microphones like this, all I can think is, eat it. We're always going to start on floor because things you're learning on floor is the basics of every other event. So one of the basic concepts is like a pelvic tilt. If you don't brace your core, you might get hurt. You're on your back. You need to think about pressing this lower part of your back to the floor. I always tell my kids it's kind of like you're trying to push out a toot. So here's my arch. And then I'm pushing my back down, engaging my core. And you should try to hold that for like 10 seconds and relax and then squeeze and do that. I would do that 10 times. Now we're going to focus on a lunge. Turn your toes out. Push your front leg forward, bend that front leg, squeeze that back leg, and cover your ears with your head neutral. We don't want our chin down. We don't want our chin up. We just want it neutral. You're going to want a straight line from your fingers to that back toe. And this is your lunge. That's your lunge. You're going to start a lot of skills from that lunge. You're going to want to practice that. Then we get into a lever. Lever, lever, T. I don't care what you call it. As one thing pulls down, the other side comes up. You're going to need to be able to do this on both legs. And you'll notice one leg will feel a little stronger than the other, and that's going to be more of your dominant side. If you can't do a 30-second plank, you kind of have no business doing handstands. So we're going to start with just a plank. You're going to make sure everything's in line. You want your shoulder over your elbow, elbow over your wrist, pushing up tall. And head is neutral. Next up, hike handstand hold. So I'm using this step, but you could use different pieces of things in your house, like a cushion, a couch, a chair, you name it. We'll start low, and we're gonna think about the plank, but we're gonna stick our butt up and make sure everything's still in line. And if we can hold that, pushing tall against the floor, then we might increase height. And then we try to go all the way up. Our body's almost 90 degrees square. And then that's when we can start lifting one foot up and holding. Other foot, not as good. Ugh. Last thing we're going to practice is shifting our weight. Kind of like the hold, but more so like a handstand would actually go from your feet to your hands. So you're going to lever down. When your hands hit, you're going to pick your foot up and put it back down and go back to your lunge. You get to the 3/4 handstand.